Welcome, friends. So, we are the infinite, wanting to have every experience that we're having. The deepest aspect of us is that curious, that unharmable, that powerful, that all of the experiences on earth are interesting. So, when we're having these experiences, if we're pushing them away, regretting them, saying, well, I hope this is my last life, then we're not tuned into the infinite that we are, which is curious, diving into these experiences. Instead, we're identified as the limited human who's not wanting the experience. So, how can we reorient and notice that aspect of us that is interested and is curious, is so unharmable that it's undaunted, unthreatened by any of these experiences? Well, one tool that I found helpful is noticing that everything serves me. Literally, everything serves me. Everything is pointing me back to this infinite being that I am. So, for example, maybe we're with somebody who totally annoys us. It could be, somebody who's loud and dominating, takes up the whole room, whatever. Then being in their presence serves us. Wow. How is it that being in their presence serves us? Well, it's great. And noticing, is there an aspect in me that wouldn't be willing, if it were my turn, to stand up and call attention to something? If that were the next move the universe wanted to make through me, wanted me to be able to do that, could I? Or do I have some rule against it? Well, that's very interesting. Or maybe their energy just feels too chaotic. So am I identified as peace has to look a certain way? Peace in nature looks every single way, right? So is there room to have the experience of something that's more raucous? Okay, that's, am I that potent? Am I that unharmable? Am I that vast as to be able to see this huge energy and just enjoy it? That forces me to tap into something deeper than what I was tapping into. There's lots of ways to look and see how this person could be serving me. Okay, another good example. Economic instability. How is it that economic instability serves me? Personally, I actually love anything that's forcing me to just live day by day, stay in the moment. Follow the inner guide rather than some, life plan. Most of all, I don't know the outcome. Yeah, it can look like I'm saving for retirement. Who knows? The benevolence of this life flow is derived from the infinite. It's derived from the core of what we are that isn't dependent on circumstances. So if I'm kind of leaning on circumstances, I like to see the uncertainty of the circumstances. So I'll return back into noticing that this infinite benevolence carries me so much more than any circumstance. What about somebody who's either constantly helpless, always needing, or somebody who seems to be in some kind of addictive cycle with self-harming behavior? either one in my life, can be something that, oh, I'm tired of that. I don't want to see that person. I don't, you know, the pain that they seem to inevitably end up in over and over can feel overwhelming. Okay, and that is serving me. Is there the willingness to, whenever I am with them, to just be aware of that level of pain and feel the vastness that is not threatened by it? Is there the willingness to internally just know, when am I supposed to step forward and when am I supposed to step back? I don't get to be, in that person's eyes for sure, I don't get to be, the hero, or I don't get to be the one who helps them step out of their challenges. No, I'm just a presence some of the time, fully aware, not pushing them away, not resisting their experience, and yet at the same time solidly grounded in the wisdom that says yes and says no. Free to feel this life movement in me to say yes and to say no. Totally free. And can I feel free as I stay in touch with what they're going through, and as I tune into this yes and no? Can I notice the underlying freedom of what I am? Wow, that serves me. Talk about a full workshop. Isn't it amazing how life just keeps pouring out itself to be a perfect workshop, to show us where we've relied on structures rather than relying on this benevolent flow that we are? Every moment, every moment, every moment is an invitation to notice that we are this benevolent flow. We are this simple wisdom with no attachment to outcomes, just tuning into this that we are, sensing all the sensations of the human experience, but holding the vastness, holding this beingness that persists no matter what. And sometimes, yes, the experience of being human can feel so completely overwhelming. And yet, look, something is there again the next moment and the next moment, even if it's another moment of overwhelm and another moment of overwhelm, still there is this something that is here and here and here, and the situation changes, but this that is here and here and here continues. So whatever it is, for me, it's just an invitation to touch into this that is here and here and here. It is all serving me. All. All is this that I wanted. So enjoy.